Predicted Manchester United lineup versus Sheffield United, 3 changes. Manchester United travel to Bramall Lane for today's Premier League clash against Sheffield United. Manager Erik ten Hag will want to carry the momentum with another 3 points against the Blades. Ahead of the game, we anticipate at least 3 changes, with United boosted by the return of key players from minor injuries. Andre Onana made another high-profile error against the Bees last weekend, but his blushes were saved by McTominay's late heroics. The Cameroon international clearly needs to step up. Ten Hag mentioned the same in his press conference. In defense, we expect a couple of changes from the Bees' win. Raphael Varane and Sergio Reguilon are back after respective injuries. We anticipate them to make the 11. Varane is likely to partner Victor Lindelof at the heart of the defense. Diogo Dalot and Reguilon look set to feature from the right and left back positions, respectively. Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans are likely to drop to the substitutes bench. In midfield, there will be an enforced change, with Casemiro ruled out with an injury. He twisted his ankle on international duty and has been advised to take a break. Manchester United's starting 11 today is expected to be like this. So what is your opinion about this? Do you like the first 11? Erik ten Hag confirms triple injury boost for Sheffield trip, but Casemiro ruled out. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has confirmed a 3-fold increase in the number of injuries ahead of today's Premier League clash away to Sheffield United. The Red Devils have had bad luck with injuries in the current campaign, and they were without 11 first-team stars at one point of time last month. There has been good news over the past few weeks, and ahead of the trip to Bramall Lane, Ten Hag has confirmed the availability of 3 players. Raphael Varane was sidelined for the Brentford game before the international break with a minor injury, but he is set to return against the Blades. Meanwhile, Sergio Reguilon is also expected to make his comeback on Saturday evening, having recovered from a small hamstring injury. Aside from the duo, Sofiane Amrabat has also been deemed fit for the game. He was absent for Morocco during the break with a slight back issue. Meanwhile, the club have yet to open their account in the Champions League group stage after successive defeats to Bayern and Galatasaray. The upcoming phase is a crucial one for them. After the Sheffield trip, United face Copenhagen in Europe before the much-awaited Manchester derby. This will be followed by a Carabao Cup 4th-round tie against Newcastle United at home. United will have to be at their best to win those games. Hopefully, there are no more injury concerns. Casemiro issue is only a minor one, and he should return to training at some point of time next week. Jadon Sancho's closest friends at Manchester United insist he is in the wrong after Ten Hag outburst. Jadon Sancho's closest friends in the Manchester United dressing room believe he is in the wrong following his public outburst towards manager Erik ten Hag last month. The England international came off the bench in the first 3 games of the league campaign, but he was dropped from the matchday squad for the defeat against Arsenal. Speaking after the loss, Ten Hag said that Sancho was left out due to his poor attitude in training. The forward quickly responded with a statement where he accused the manager of lying. Sancho has since deleted his social media post, but he remains suspended by the club. It is now reported by Manchester Evening News that Sancho's closest friends in the dressing room have urged him to end the ongoing feud by saying sorry to the manager. The attacker is stubbornly refusing to do so, and his career at United could be coming to an end soon. The club are open to listening to offers in January if his stance continues. The 23-year-old has had a difficult United career thus far. He has registered only 12 goals and 6 assists from 82 appearances since his arrival from Borussia Dortmund. A lot more was expected after his £73 million move. It was anticipated that he could change his fortunes after a personal training program, but it has not worked out for him. Hence, Ten Hag was right with his decision to drop him from the squad last month. Instead of criticizing the manager, Sancho should have responded on the training pitch. There is still time to make amends for his mistake, but it appears the forward does not want to apologize. In our view, United could be open to sending him out on loan initially. If he has a positive stint away from the club, this would increase his valuation. He is currently priced at £28 million by Transfermarkt, but United would no doubt want a higher sum to sell. Joel Glazer expected to be involved in football matters at Man United after Sir Jim Ratcliffe deal. Manchester United co-owner Joel Glazer will continue to be involved in the sporting matters at the club after Sir Jim Ratcliffe secures his minority 25% stake. Earlier last week, it was confirmed that Sheikh Jassim had pulled out of the takeover race after the Glazers refused to accept a permanent sale for the proposed fee. Ratcliffe is now the front-runner to invest into the club. It was recently claimed that he would have full control of the sporting arm of the business as part of the deal. However, the Times report that won't be the case. Joel, who is currently the co-chairman alongside Avram, will be involved in a three-man football committee with Ratcliffe and Sir Dave Brailsford. This may not necessarily be something to worry about for United fans, as the British billionaire and the former British cycling boss will ultimately have the final power in the decision-making. As things stand, it could take another 2 or 3 weeks before Ratcliffe's proposal is sent for Premier League approval. Ratcliffe's proposal for a minority stake has been received with a mixed reception from the United faithful, who are hoping for a complete takeover of the club. Acquiring a minority stake means the Glazers will continue to remain the majority shareholders, but Ratcliffe aims to secure more shares over coming years. As part of the deal, he has asked for control in the football decisions. The question is how much influence Joel would have on the transfer proceedings at the club. The Glazers have not spent a single penny from their own pockets since their takeover in 2005. And some fans would prefer them staying away from the decision-making. 26-year-old Manchester United star poised to return for Sheffield United clash. Manchester United star Sergio Reguilón will return to play against Sheffield United and fill the vacant left-back spot.